Hello, I am Gamaliel Grautenboer, the photographer and creator of the photo shoot The Golden Plane. It started when I decided to take some time away from the city and I came to my hometown to spend some time in my parents' house, which is a beautiful place, great to take some inspiration. So I had all this time to imagine something and create something, and that's when I found this toy of my childhood, this little plane, and everything came to my mind in that very second. Well, I already had a photo of a girl in a boat and a guy in a kite, so it came kind of natural to do this photo of a guy in a plane. Then the heavy part came, how to build this plane. So I just started with hula hula rings that I just placed them one next to the other, and then I used bamboo sticks that I joined them with wire, and then I just put little sticks that I also joined them with wire, and then I covered the whole thing with plastic, and then I put some sort of panels. Then it came the part where I was most excited to do the painting, because I just bought this pretty special painting, an iridescent painting. The instructions said that I had to paint the whole thing in black, so I did. And then I was very excited with this painting, and I painted the whole thing, and it was a whole disaster. Compared to the image of the store, and the result was completely different. I just had this black plane, so it didn't work, and it was quite expensive. So I just went to the store and bought this golden painting that it didn't work as well. I just had this horrible round plane, and then I just used these regular cheap cans of golden paint, and that was what it worked, but I had something. Then I needed a model. I was worried about it because I was in my hometown, and I was on Tinder, and I saw this so beautiful guy, and I texted him. Of course, he didn't text me back. He was totally out of my league, and I saw him on the street walking around, being so beautiful. Eventually, I was with friends in a bar. We were talking, and I was explaining them my project about this plane, and I showed them this guy that I saw him on the streets and on Tinder. And one of my friends said, "Oh, I'm dating him." And I was like, "What?" So he invited the guy over, and he was very lovely. He's from Switzerland. His name is Gaston, and he really liked my work, my photos, and he was very excited to be part of this project. So that's how I found my model. Making the set took me quite a lot of time. It was a lot of gardening, placing all the flowers. I had to buy more flowers. Finally, the day of the shoot came. It was a really cold night, and it came really well. It was only the model, his boyfriend, and me. The boyfriend was the assistant, and we had a lot of fun. We drank a lot of wine. It was really playful, and the shots came very natural and fun. And we end up talking all the night. And at some point, the model asked me to model with him. It was the first time I do this, and I did it, and it was also really fun. And we had some really sexy, cool pictures. And we ended the shooting at 2 a.m. or something like that, having street food. And it was late, so the model and his boyfriend, they slept at my bed, the three of us. It was so bohemian. And next morning I just gave them coffee. So it was kind of almost romantic, but well, nothing really romantic happened. It was, let's say, intimate. I kind of see a story in the pictures. I see one story, but the idea is that every person that see the pictures see something different. But what I see is the most obvious thing, some guy that lands in like a magical place with like blue flowers, and in my imagination he like finds this like red flower and he falls asleep, and he has like a dream with like this other guy where he has like some kind of romantic like dream. Eventually he wakes up and he kind of decides to burn down this plane and just like walk and explore this magic weird land. As a final note, I designed and made myself the clothing in the pictures. It was like a phase I had of learning some fashion design, and well, I kind of really like these pieces. Well, I love the pictures, but let's face it, the plane doesn't look really good and the background is just like a wall. So there is when the AI comes in, right? I use the Photoshop artificial intelligence to create this beautiful background of a beautiful forest, and then for making like the beautiful plane, I use something more advanced that is something called Flux models, and I use them in some environment, a program named Stable Diffusion that is kind of like tricky to use. And well, there is the result. I hope you guys like it.